Have we discovered the paper trail to Master Farad Muhammad in Detroit in 1930 for the first time? So, according to Nation of Islam lore, Master Farad Muhammad arrived in Black Bottom, Detroit on July 4th, 1930, and declared the independence of black people. Elijah Muhammad's family, however, would not meet Master Farad Muhammad until 1931, I believe August or September of that year. Till now, we haven't had any documentary evidence placing Farad in Detroit in 1930. We only have this lore, this oral tradition. But an important discovery has been made by Anton Beatty this year, the first paper trail of W.D. Farad in Detroit in 1930. Possibly, maybe. We're going to go over the evidence together. So this is the Detroit, Michigan City Directory of 1931. The data here is collected in the previous year. So that would have been in 1930. Here's the link on Ancestry.com. Specifically, under the category for the last name Ford and under the name W.B. Ford, we see a W.B. Ford salesman with the address of 103 Stimson Avenue. This would have been around the time that Master Farad Muhammad was going door to door. So here we have the 1938 Bainon article, which said, quote, the prophet and founder of the cult made his first appearance among Negroes of Detroit as a peddler. Like other Arab and Syrian peddlers, he went from house to house carrying his wares. He came first to our houses selling raincoats, and then afterwards silks. In this way, he could get into people's houses, for every woman was eager to see the nice things the peddlers had for sale. He told us that the silks he carried were the same kind that our people used in their home country, and that he had come from there, etc., etc. You can check out the 1938 Bainon article online. If you don't believe Bainon, the same story was told by Minister Louis Farrakhan. You can follow the link to Facebook, and specifically at the 2 hour and 30-minute mark. So he provides the address of 103 Stimson Avenue. What was going on at that address? Well, at that time, 103 Stimson Avenue was the Gladstone Hotel. And we know for a fact that Master Farad Muhammad didn't have a house but would stay in hotels while he was teaching the Nation of Islam in Detroit and Chicago. He only stayed in hotels. Where is this hotel? Well, this hotel was very close to Black Bottom, Detroit. Okay, so Lafayette Park is in this area, and specifically, they would rent a place in 1931 on 1722 St. Antoine Street. You can see this is official Nation of Islam archive literature. Muslim Temple of Islam, 722 St. Antoine Street in Detroit, Michigan. Only a 6-minute drive or 1.4 miles away from the hotel on Stimson Street. Very, very close. What about the name? Because if he's going by W.B. Ford, do we know that Master Farad Muhammad was going by Ford? And the answer is yes. According to Bainon, again, 1938, the one of the names that Farad was using while he was preaching was Professor Ford. The same story is told by Minister Louis Farrakhan on his 2007 Day address, where he says that one of the names Farad was using was Professor Ford and Mr. Ford. And of course, he was using both Ford and Farad all the way back in the 1910s. So over here you have the World War I registration draft, which has Wally Dodd Farad, and then in brackets it says Ford. So he was using Ford and Farad interchangeably at that time. And so we shouldn't be surprised that he was using W.B. Ford when he reached Black Bottom, Detroit in 1930. So yes, this is very likely, we can't be 100% certain, we weren't there, but this is very likely the first paper trail of W.D. Farad in Detroit in 1930. If you don't believe this or don't accept this, then you have to find other physical evidence, documentary evidence of Farad in Detroit in 1930, because this is the only thing that we have. I hope you enjoyed this short video. I think this was a really important discovery, so shout out to Anton Beatty. You could check out his book. Also, you can pick up my book, W.D. Farad, The Man, Myth, and Mystery Behind the Nation of Islam by John Andrew Morrow and Bilal Muhammad. The link will be in the description below. And of course, you can always support my work directly if you want to see more videos like this. You can buy me a coffee. The link will be below. Thank you very much. And as always, I bid you all farewell. Assalamu alaikum.